You got more questions for Nick? I'm sure you do, right? No?
I do?
I don't know. Do you? Look at him over there. He looks like he's ready for all the questions about everything.
Bring it on.
No, not really. How long you been in Anthony Wayne?
7 years, he said.
About
right?
7 or 8 years.
7 years?
Yeah.
Because I've been doing the football gig for about ever since who's the coach? Run guard is when I started doing it.
Okay.
Then they changed out announcers. So,
All right.
But to explain why I could not be a director.
Because you have anger issues? No.
Not that I know
See,
of.
he wanted to hit me. You all saw it right there.
Let me call my wife on that.
You just saw it.
UT football, UT basketball.
Oh, yeah. He's got a
I
busy
work
life.
all these places.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the stats guy there, and Anthony Wayne football. I'm the spotter for the announcer. And the basketball, I've actually run clock now and then. So,
So you couldn't say it isn't because you haven't directed before, because somebody never directed before either.
I've never even performed before.
Oh, that probably.
See, there's three of us that do this. You got Kyle, whose kids are knocking it out the.
Yeah,
out of the
they
home.
like doing stuff.
And that's how Kyle kind of got involved in this. Ron is actually at
Hunchback.
He's performing in it.
Nice.
Oh, fabulous.
For PMT. And
then there's Tom.
And then there's me, who grew up, who had a mother who loved this and would take me to these things.
There you go.
Awesome.
Oh,
So
I love
that's
that.
how I kind of got
Tom's the
into
only one who
Yeah.
actually knew anything about theater before we started the podcast.
Oh,
That's amazing.
But I'm also the music fanatic. So when there's
Are
something.
you bragging over there? What's
Yeah,
going
pretty
on?
much.
Sheesh.
It's this anger issue I have.
Oh, sorry. Don't say anything to him, Daniel. He's gonna come at you. Can tell right over
So
there.
that's kind of how we all got.
I want to hear more about you though,
That's
Nick, and you
awesome.
growing up and doing stuff. So these schools and what you did, you said your high schools, your junior high. Were you doing stuff when you were 6 years old too?
So basically, no. For me it was watching. We got invited to watch the first act of the high school show in my 8th grade year,
Okay.
and from that point on, I was hooked. I knew.
So the
once-
high school show did something, and they invited like the elementary kids. Or
yeah,
something?
they came over and did like a thing for just the 8th graders, and we were
like in
able
the
to-
gymnasium or something.
Well, at the middle school was where our stage was at. And so we just basically crowded into they called it the cafetorium.
Yeah, cafeteria.
The cafetorium. Yep.
Yep.
And so we were around there. We watched the first act. It was during the school day. And then they're like, hey, if you guys really like this, come out to the show, which I did and saw the whole thing. I think the show was called Blithe Spirit.
Blithe Spirit
Yeah.
with the crazy witch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was hooked. Just the staging, the way they did all the tricks with the walls and
Yeah.
everything. And I was just like, that's what I want to do.
Again, of all the plays to see, that's kind of a fun, crazy one too, though. But there's also a lot of like slower parts in that show.
Yes.
So the fact that whoever was performing this managed to somehow keep your attention as a 14-year-old,
Oh, yeah.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
Or
was-
13, 14.
It was just
or-
the thing I hooked to. So, yep.
Yeah, dead people and floating around. Him
You know.
marrying, his wife dies.
Exactly.
You know, and then he remarries, and then she dies. So he's got 2 dead wives. It's great. It's a great story.
That's not a
Spoiler
musical, is
alert.
it?
No, it was a play.
No,
It
it's
was
a play.
I've seen
Yeah.
the movie, but I've never seen a play.
Yeah, no,
play
it
version of
was a play. And and as much as I liked being on stage, as much as I enjoyed that, for me it's been the behind the scenes. It's watching, developing the show from the beginning to the end, and watching the kids really embrace those characters and bring the show to life. To me, there was no greater joy than that. So because Jillian's always on me, he's like, hey, why don't you go try out for this or that? I'm like, I'm not
Yes.
interested, because I really enjoy doing the creative side of
That's cool.
creating the product and then
Let the
seeing
other
it happen.
people have their spotlight on
Exactly.
stage, like your daughter.
Yeah.
Let her do that. She has no interest in doing the directing part, just being the star on the stage.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect combination.
It is perfect, isn't it?
You could also go to other places and not have to be the star. You could also help with the productions,
Absolutely. Right now, my time allows for me to stay with Anthony Wayne and do it within that.
which is good because we need you right now.
Right, and you also need to keep that stress level down.
We do need
There's
to
no
keep that
point in
stress level
adding
down.
more stuff to
No.
your plate right now. Do you have any other little ones at home, or just
I do. I have 2 other daughters.
Oh yeah, see.
Yep. And 13 and 9, and so they keep us busy.
Oh, you're gonna be directing for a while.
Yeah, no
Yes,
kidding.
I will be. I don't know if either of them are going to follow in Jalen's footsteps with that, but
Oh, you don't know if they have any interest in being on stage? The one's 13 already. You think that would maybe have
she
popped
has
up?
she has no interest in being
Oh,
on stage.
gotcha.
I can tell you that, but I could definitely see her directing someday.
Oh, absolutely.
okay.
Yes.
That's cool.
She has no problem telling us what to do. So
Yes.
yeah. She gives us all 9. It's great.
Yes,
she's
she does.
actually my big helper. Like she'll come and give me a hand with all the
Cool.
shows, and it's right there by my side. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. It really has
So
become
she
a
is
family
kind of
thing.
interested
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
She could be a stage manager or
Yeah,
something like you're
she's
saying. Something
like
like
the
that.
behind the scenes. Yeah, I could definitely see her doing that.
Yeah, what you doing
Which we
after?
would love to.
I know you're a senior right now. Have you thought about doing stuff after school yet, or are you still coasting through life?
Yeah, so I want to go to BG for fashion merchandising.
Wow.
And I want to do study abroad in hopes of becoming a fashion designer
Wow.
one day. Yeah.
OBG, here comes another actress.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Dad, how
They
do you
do.
feel about her going abroad?
I say, bring it on.
That's right.
I love
That's what
it.
I say.
Yeah.
I say the same thing to my kids. I'm like, go do it all, man.
That's what I said. This is the time of your life. Go do it.
Yeah, go do it all. We just went to Scotland, my wife and I, and I'm 51 years old, and it took me till now to get there. And I'm always like, people need to go there while their knees are still good and can hike these places.
Yes.
That was meant for me, wasn't
And,
it?
but I'm like, you're not, you want to be up in the Kieran, you want to be up in these cool little things, and if you can't walk it, that's sad to me. Because when we were walking it, going around, I was like, man, your parents can't do this, Holly. There's no way. They would fall and roll for like 2 miles down the hill. This is not good for
Oh,
them.
geez.
So I'm thinking, like, if you can get over there, that'd be amazing.
For sure.
That would
Yes.
be.
There's
So-
there's always been 2 places she said she wanted to live: Paris and New York. And with this program, she'll have that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Paris and New York are the 2 places, not Peru?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All
Maybe Italy, though.
Italy?
Mm,
Yeah. Italy's got
Yeah.
some big time
Yeah,
fashion
but you
stuff.
know what?
For
I,
sure.
I knew a girl that moved to Italy. She married a guy from Italy, and after about a year, I asked her, "How is it?" She goes, "It's old.
It's old.
Everything there's just
Smells
old."
like noodles here.
I mean, yeah.
She moved back to Arizona, and I think she's back in the Toledo area.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you see? No, she's already planning to leave you forever, Dad.
That's okay.
That is okay. That's great, though. Well, I hope all of this happens and everything's all great. So
Thank you.
that's it. I'm done with all you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank
Wait,
you
do
very
we have
much.
Jillian? Any more questions for Jillian? Other than like she's
How long have
just
you been teaching over
Yeah,
there?
special ed teacher. That's amazing.
Over at Anthony Wayne, this is my 3rd year, but overall, I think this is my 7th year teaching.
Oh wow, you were somewhere else and
Yeah,
managed to
so
get
I
into
was
the
at a
district?
couple different schools thanks to good old COVID. I got
Oh,
to,
yeah. Yeah.
run the gambit a little bit, but I think I found my home here in Anthony Wayne. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Love it. I love what you're doing over there.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.